sections taken away. And for us to replace these sections taken away, we need to weld. Prior to that, these lines need to be isolated, directing flows out of these lines, but it's not always, like, it doesn't always happen. Therefore, we are left with contending with hydrocarbon in these lines, which could result in fire. And when you look at the various threats that will cause these hydrocarbon release leading to fire, one of them will be improper flushing of the lines. The contractor is required to use degreasers to flush the lines. It's a solution of detergent so that it can break the chemical bonding of crude oil. The emergency shutdown of the flow station is supposed to be in good functionality. The gas detection system should be working properly. These are various threats. When you put all these threats together, these are threat lines, like I've just mentioned. Relief system, gas detection, improper flushing of lines. When these various threats we have identified are entered in this thesis software, with the various barriers we have identified that should be able to control threats releasing the hazard, you get the left-hand side diagram like this, which, if is not effective, leads to a top event release of hydrocarbon. As well, because we know that in spite of these controls, that there could be failures, you as well think of recovery preparedness measures. For each consequence, and when you plot them, the measures, it could be emergency response, first aid, medivac, that is medical evacuation of a patient, med rescue, medical rescue of someone who is at point of death, or someone who is trapped. There is a confusion, there is an explosion. So when you plot some of these recovery measures I've mentioned, leading to various consequences, you get a diagram like this. So challenges, recommendations, way forward, and conclusion. There is need to know the criticality or relative importance of controls. These controls, bow tie analysis, have not been able to show the criticality out of the controls you have put in place, which one is very, very, very important, it's very critical. If it's not there, many things will go wrong. Bow tie has not been able to measure precisely the number of controls in one bow tie. It's not at a glance, the bow tie software will not show you the number of controls in one bow tie presentation. This will help you if it's able to show that, to prioritize the controls to be applied. The visual culture which bow tie is glorified for has some flaws because bow tie analysis shows its representation in series, and it has made workers to rely so much on the controls because they are in series, thinking that once these things are done, there will never be an accident. Without remembering to know that various holes could be inherent in the system that will cause release of the hazard. Bow ties does not identify hazards, it only helps in analysis. There are other tools required for identification of hazards called hazard identification, job hazard analysis, JHA, hazard interoperability, and so on and so forth. Bow ties only is able to do qualitative analysis, semi-quantitative analysis, and will never replace cost-benefit analysis required to demonstrate that hazards have been controlled to as low as reasonably practicable. Bow tie is a reference document for audit purposes because at a glance it shows you the hazard, there is a question, various barriers, covering departments, the top events, things that could go wrong. It shows you all these at a glance. And the way forward is because bow tie is acceptable, it's a tool that makes hazard analysis live. It is recommended that it's applied to other business areas. It can even be used in finance, in banking. At the moment, bow tie is employed in aerospace industry, agro industry, in marine industry, because it has worked wonders in oil and gas industry. Thank you very much. At this juncture, I welcome some questions. I welcome some questions to know how you have been carried along, how bow tie has been able to present one thing or the other you never knew. I welcome some questions.
So, thank you, sir. I really personally enjoyed the presentation. Well, my name is Wayne Obagame. Well, sir, I want to ask, is SPDC presently implementing this bow tie solution to help their management in managing situations like you described?